What's up, guys? I hope everybody had a great, blessed, amazing Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving was great too. With all this stuff that I saw yesterday on Thanksgiving, all the desserts and all the cakes and all the goodies, it kind of put me in a baking mood. So today I'm going to be making a cake that probably isn't the most traditional one that you would see in or on or around Thanksgiving, but it's been my favorite since childhood. On my 10th birthday, I had German chocolate cake, and it's been my favorite birthday cake of all time. So today we're making German chocolate cake. Let's get baking. So first things first, I'm going to start on the coconut cream frosting, which is we're later going to use to coat our German chocolate cake, the heart and soul where the flavor comes from. So anyway, to begin, I'm going to take a cup or 2 cups of toasted or pecans, and then we're going to toast those. Now you can either toast them in a pan or you can just throw them in the oven at 350 for like 5-10 minutes until they're fragrant. So now, and in order to avoid this process, you can get chopped pecans. I didn't have time to get chopped pecans, so after they're done, I'm going to take them out and we're going to chop them up, and then we're going to set those aside later, and then we're going to start on some other ingredients. So all right, now that I've gotten my pecans toasted and chopped up and set aside, now we're gonna start our next step, which is we're gonna take a pan and we're gonna take it to our stovetop and set it to medium high, and then we're gonna add 2 12-ounce containers of evaporated milk. And I wanted to take a moment and tell you before we go any further, the reason why I started with this one first, this part of the recipe first, is because cooling this down is a little bit of a process, and I'll get to that in a second. But I also wanted to mention too that this recipe for this batch of coconut cream frosting, that it's a doubled recipe, so you're gonna see a lot of heavy ingredients in this. Now, like I said, you don't have to follow this recipe. You can cut these ingredients in half because this is gonna be a lot of coconut cream frosting. And the reason for that is, like I said, that coconut cream frosting is the heart and soul of the flavor, and that's what keeps me coming back for more, and I like a lot of it. So anyway, all right, so next we're gonna add 3 cups of sugar. And like I said, keep in mind, this recipe is doubled, so I know that's a lot of sugar, but it is what it is. And then we're gonna add 3/6 of butter. And you can cut these up, as you can see, like I did in cubes. That way it dissolves faster. Get that in there. Whoop. All right. And then we're gonna add 6 egg yolks. Carefully put those in there, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna stir that up, and you're just gonna constantly keep stirring that. It's very important that you do until it gets really thick. And when it gets thick, you'll see that the bubbles and are a little bit more frothy and more thicker and more belchy looking, basically. And that's the kind of consistency you're looking for. Now it depends on your stove too. My stove is kind of half and half, and so but it could take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Just depends on your stove and how fast your stove cooks or whatever you're making for this specific dish anyway. All right, so now that our frosting is finally thickened up, so when that happens, you immediately want to take it off the heat. You do not want to overcook this. So now we're gonna add the 2 most delicious components to our frosting mixture. First, we're gonna add the coconut, 2 cups of coconut. I'll let that sink in there. We're gonna mix that in there a little bit. Oh, it's looking so beautiful. Now this is the part where I'm gonna tell you about the cooling process. Now after this is done and said and done and everything, when you wanna cool it down, I mean, it's gonna be very, very hot. So a way to cool it down, and it takes some time to cool down till it gets to a point where it's like a spreadable content for a cake. So what you wanna do is when you're done with this, you wanna transfer it to a pan and then throw it in the freezer or the refrigerator and let it cool for at least an hour. And I know it's very, very tempting to do a taste test, but do not do that because it's gonna be really hot and the sugar will burn your tongue. So just wanted to get that out of the way. So next, we're gonna add our pecans. Oh yeah, that looks so beautiful. Oh yeah, that's coming together like, oh my goodness, like liquid heaven. That is so beautiful. Oh man. And just for some final touch of some sweetener, we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. There we go. Oh, it's so beautiful. So delicious looking. Oh yeah. Doesn't that look so beautiful? Oh man. Oh my. So at this point now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait till it cools down just a little bit, and we're gonna transfer it to a pan, and then we're gonna throw it in the freezer for a little bit, and then we're gonna start on the cake. So to begin with the cake part of the recipe, so you're gonna take 4 ounces of Baker's German sweet chocolate, and you wanna make sure it's the sweet. I didn't even know this existed, because a lot of my recipes, like I always say, are the first time. So they also have semi-sweet and not sweet, unsweetened. So yeah, you wanna make sure it's this German sweet chocolate. And you're gonna take that, you're gonna chop it up into little pieces, and you're gonna take that and you're gonna dissolve it in the microwave. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can do it with hot water and dissolve it in hot water and then throw it in the microwave and get it warmed up and all melted. Or you can take half a cup of coffee and you can dissolve it in that and then throw the rest of it in the microwave so it doesn't dissolve. Now, the coffee, believe it or not, won't mess with the flavor. It'll actually add better sweetness to the flavor of the chocolate. So just so you know, that's a great way to add better flavor to this. So anyway.
All right. I think the icing was really like I said before, heart and soul. I think the icing really came out delicious, actually.
It is good.
Oh, it is good? You like it? It's not super rich and everything, like Mom's cake?
Nope.
I actually thought, although I will say, I was on the tick. I'm sorry that I couldn't actually go step by step with the cake batter recipe. You know, I really wanted to, but I was on the tick, like I said. So I feel like it came out a little bit bland, but like I said, I think the icing, the coconut cream frosting really made up for it. You agree?
Oh yeah.
Coconut cream frosting is pretty good.
It's really good in there.
So, and I think that really does make up for a good cake. So, and I'm brand new at making cakes, baking cakes. I mean, I'm still an amateur cook, but like, I don't know, maybe cakes are supposed to be bland, but you can make them rich, but I feel like too much richness takes away too much. I think that's just overdone.
Yeah, I think this is just perfect. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect.
You don't have to be fake, Joe. You can be honest. I want honest opinions, Joe. Stop. Okay.
I'm giving you an honest opinion.
Oh, but you do like it though?
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. It's rich. It's creamy.
Not the inside, not the cake itself. Not too sugary.
Well, I'm talking about the icing.
The icing, so it made up pretty good for the cake.
Oh yeah.
So, and I don't care. This is like my birthday today. I'm still gonna give this 5 stars forever. Feels like my birthday. So 5 stars forever, Joe.
What's up, guys? Today I'm rating Culver's. So for those of you who don't know what Culver's is, it's a Midwestern fast food chain. It originated in Wisconsin. The first location opened up in 1984, Sioux City, Wisconsin. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. and there's a total of 930 locations in 26 states, and they're known for their butter burgers and their custard. So originally it was named Culver's Frozen Custard and Butter Burgers, so I guess the name gives the idea of what kind of food they have and, you know, what kind of burgers they have. So anyway, you know, I've never even heard of it until I moved to the area I was in. You know, originally I'm from back east, as you all know, Philly, and they don't have those back there. So yeah, there was a lot of new places that I was unsure of, and, you know, ones that I never heard of. So I never even go there, actually, and I drive by one all the time. I live close by. So anyway, so you guys know all the gigs and know the rules and such. I'm going to take my first bite, and I'm going to give you my rating and my thoughts. Wow. Now that is a tasty burger. So I got the mushroom and Swiss one today. And I'm very glad that I did. It's a little bit greasy, but I think that's how burgers are supposed to be in that sense, but in a good way. And the cheese is really great melted. It's a decent amount of cheese, Swiss cheese. I think it's a pretty good, what do you call it? Pretty well quality of cheese and a fairly good quality of burger meat. So yeah, and the mushrooms are pretty good. I guess I found my new favorite go-to place besides McDonald's, man. So anyway, I would give this about a 6.7 altogether. Everything was pretty good all around. 6.7. All right. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and follow.